YouTube people, and thank you for tuning in to Jasmine T TV. I am Jasmine T. Today I want to update you guys and go over a couple of things that I'm working on. I'm trying to stay focused, no distractions, even though this weekend I did have a little hiccup where I downloaded the dating apps again, but it wasn't my fault. It was another teacher here. It was his fault. So, but we'll talk about that later in the video. You already know I got screenshots for y'all. So, yes, but back to me being focused on the things and the updates. So, I am working on a lot of things. In my first video ever, I told you guys how important working for myself is to me. I have an employer now, and I've had employers in the past, and every time I have an employer, each day at work, I die a little inside. I'm not even exaggerating. I die. During this time in Korea, I am working so that I will never have to have an employer again. Like, I am working on projects that I'm setting myself up to where I will never have to have an employer again. And you might say, well, Jasmine, why didn't you just try to run a business like back in the States or whatever? But I would write out multiple business plans, and for whatever reason, something will always happen. And it wouldn't be a bad thing, but when something would happen, I just take it as a sign, like, maybe I'm not supposed to be doing this one. So it was one in particular where I wrote out the business plan, I bought the domain names and everything, and then someone offered to buy the domain names. And I had spent so much time coming up with a name for the business, like it matched the product perfectly, and the offer was too dang good on the domain name. So I was like, I might have to let y'all go. So I sold those, and I was like, oh, maybe this is a sign I need to go to Korea, and that's why I'm here. So I'm working on building an online store, identifying my product line and everything. And second, I'm working on a new YouTube channel concept for, well, like a separate one. I'll still be here with you guys. And then but that one, I'm really excited about that one. It is a way for me and others to give back to the creative community. So, I really, I don't want to say too much because it's not finished, but I'll probably be pushing it really hard on my social media, like very, very soon. But you guys will be one of the first people to hear about it when it's time for a premiere. And I am also working on, for next week's video, I have another sugarless tea topic for you guys. It's not so much related to Korea specifically, because, you know, in my last video I talked about the defamation laws in Korea, and I ain't playing with them. So, but I do think that this topic will be pretty interesting, and I'll be uploading that next week if I get enough questionnaires in. So, yeah, pretty excited about that. So I'm just out here staying focused, not trying to have any distractions. I mean, my goal is, like I say, when I leave Korea, I do not want to work for anyone. I just want to work for myself and travel, go where I want, and shoot YouTube videos. Sounds like the life. And I'm gonna make that happen, and this is me speaking it into existence. If you have something that you would like to pursue, speak it into existence. And if you have somebody tell you, well, maybe, you know, it may not happen, just do this, okay? Because they don't know your life. The people out there who were maybe pursuing something in the past and maybe put their idea on the shelf, take that idea down, dust it off, and let's get after it. Let's put down the distractions and stay focused. But back to distractions, I told you guys earlier that I had downloaded the dating apps again. And that is because there is a teacher here at my school named Morris. And I'm saying his name because he is a hot ass mess, and I'm sure he'll make an appearance on a future video. But he was actually the one who told me about Scout in the beginning. And after hearing those little horror stories on Scout, he still talks it up like, Jasmine, just give it another try. Like, I don't think they're all that bad. Like, just give it another try. So I downloaded it again. Why? And once again, it's is no different. Remember on Scout, like, you do not have to match with someone for them to message you. When someone has that kind of freedom to message you, then you end up getting stuff like this, okay? I'm not even gonna read this. Ain't shit else to talk about. So yeah. And then there was one guy who sent me a message, and I looked at his profile and I'm like, okay, I can exchange words with him. And so he says, hey, or whatever, and I'm like, hey, what's up? And he was like, can I have your ID or your number, like your cacao ID, I guess. I'm like, we can just message on here. And then the dude get angry, like, bye, don't ever text me again. Sir, who hurt you? Like, that was just crazy to me. And then it was another, I don't have the screenshot for this guy, but we were messaging. His English was really, really good. He was a Korean guy, and he said, hey, you want to meet downtown or whatever? And it was Sunday, and I'm like, well, I don't think that I'll really be going into town, because I don't go into town on Sunday. Pretty much just stay in my room, eat a Snickers, and wait for power to come on, basically. So I told him, I was like, no, next week. Okay, you sure not today? And I'm like, yeah, I'm sure. Like, I'm trying to see what's happening with Ghost, all right? So, but then he kept like pushing. He's like, you know, if you need me to, I can come pick you up. And I can understand that that would be the chivalrous thing to do, is pick a lady up. But I've just seen too many SVUs and CSIs and Criminal Minds for any stranger to come pick me up. So yeah, that's a no for me, dog. That's a no for me. And could you imagine though, like being in a stranger's car and trying to open the door and it won't open? Shit, you will act a fool. And it could just be jammed. So, oh my gosh, like, yeah, I'm through with that for real. And I don't know why I follow Morris up. Like, he's even trying to set me up on a blind date. But like I say, I'm not trying to have any distractions. I'm just trying to stay focused, man. So yeah, this video is about blocking out all the mess and staying focused, and I can only say that so many times, so I guess that's the end of the video. So I will see you guys next week. Thank you for watching Jasmine T TV. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.